you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Nana Banana. Hey, Chicken Lady. Hey, Claus. Hey, Emily. Hey, MK. Neat Noodle. Chopper. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Mayla's mom. Hey, Teacup. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Angie. Hey, Margaret. Stephanie. Blah, bitty, blah. Emily. Hey, Natasha. Let's see. Truth matters. Don't want to miss anybody. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Hey, Megan. And I hope you've had a good weekend. So today I want to talk about Sebastian Rogers, and we have a lot to go through. It's going to be just a laid back conversation because a lot of this, social media has gone wild. There is no shortage of interviews with family. There is no shortage of rumors, accusations, all that kind of stuff. I know you guys probably have opinions that are all over the place. But I want to talk about the case, and I have a timeline I want to go through. But then I want to talk about social media's coverage of it and some things that have happened today and yesterday. And I want to see what you guys think about it. We're going to look at the search. We're going to hear from people who are out there searching right now. So Sebastian is 15 years old, and tomorrow, actually, he will be missing for 1 month. So let me go ahead and run through the story quickly to you so that you know, and then we will get into the search and what we're going to talk about today. But I found this timeline, and I thought, just in case somebody doesn't know or hasn't been watching, I've been following along since the beginning. I had told you guys I have a family member who knows this little kiddo, and I would have covered it more in depth, but I just at this time in my life have had a lot of stuff going on personally, and I wasn't able to keep as close of an eye on it every step of the way as I wanted to. He is on the spectrum. Hey, Tess. Hey, Melissa Jade. Hey, Harlot. Hey, you guys. I'll likely be sitting on my hands mostly. This case infuriates me. Well, I want you guys to know. So I'm going to take a stance that's going to be pretty neutral. I think that I have to be responsible with my channel and what I put out there. I never want to blame, accuse, things like that. However, I want you guys to know that you are free to have any opinion you want in this chat. You don't have to sit on your hands. I feel like, all you can do is comment on the things that you've known and seen. And I do think there's a big difference on broadcasting, your words out to a bunch of people versus the people in the chat who are just giving their opinion. So I just want to be careful. So that's where I'm at. But this has been pretty bizarre. And I'm sorry, but social media has been irresponsible as hell. And I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm very torn. I'm going to be honest with you guys from the beginning. I am very, very torn. I don't know. Is it a good thing that people are out there with cameras? Because part of me, I want to see what's going on. I like seeing the search. I like hearing from the searchers. And I know you guys like that too. But then another part of me is like, well, every little thing, it's causing misinformation, even being right on the scene. I mean, yesterday there was, they found something. There's blood on a rock. There's a grave. There's a mound of dirt. And I'm going to show you that. We're going to walk through some of that. I don't think that's helpful. I think being there and filming what's going on is one thing, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn. So I wanted to have the discussion with you guys, see what you thought, and that's what we're going to do. This case is breaking my heart. I think no matter if he did it or not, stepdad was an a-hole to live with. Hey, Mama Bear. Nana says, I have absolutely no clue on this one. Oh, just purple. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. That's very sweet. Hey, Nicole Morgan, good to see you. I've missed you too. Hey, Sprinkle Donut. So before we get into the social media side of this, and we're going to watch, I'm going to show you what happened yesterday. I'm going to show you what happened today. I'm going to show you some of the searchers that are there that JLR spoke to. But I also want to show how things kind of spun and just have the discussion as we go through it. They have not found him. No. Okay, so let's start here. this article, it's almost been a month now, like I said, tomorrow. But at the time this article was written, it says it has been more than 3 weeks since 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his home in Tennessee with still no sign of the teen. The autistic teenager was last seen by his mother and stepfather when he went to bed on the night of the 25th of February. But when his mother went to wake him up for school the next morning, he was gone, she said. Now, there have been, and like I said, I haven't been able to keep up as closely. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay. I apologize. There was a car that started right here and it was super loud. Hey, Mimi. Good to see you. Was that your rocket ship? No. So my internet wasn't working. That's why we started late. And I came next door to my mom's house to use her internet, and they just left. So I was just trying to block out the engine. Okay, so let me continue. Sorry about that, you guys. So again, last seen on the night of February 25th. Mother went to wake him up for school the next morning. He was gone. Sebastian is believed to have wandered off in the middle of the night with a flashlight, barefoot, and alone. Now, just the fact right there that he was barefoot has caused many people to question, he didn't like getting dirty. And, typically kids on the spectrum, they like to be in a routine. They like things to be the same every time, and they can, have a really hard time adjusting to some of those if some of those things change. So that has caused a lot of people to ask questions. But let me continue reading. The case sparked a major search in Sumner County that stretched thousands of miles and lasted more than a week before officials said they were scaling back the ground search to focus more on the investigative side. Below is a full timeline of everything that has happened in the case to date. February 26th, there was an endangered child alert issued. That was issued by TBI on behalf of Sumner County Sheriff's Office. In the alert, investigators said Sebastian was last seen earlier that day near Stafford Court in Hendersonville, adding that he was wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. I also want to say, a few friends of the channel, like mods here, have also been out searching, every single day and spending a ton of time and effort searching and going to the vigils and things like that. Which she sent me some stuff from that we could look at. I would just want to double check with her. But so let me keep reading. The Sumner County Emergency Management Agency said over 200 people had been dispatched to search for the missing teen, multiple canines, mounted units, helicopter crews, and drones. The search team covered nearly a 5-mile radius. And the chief said he couldn't remember the last time they did a search like this. Then on February 27th, TBI announced the endangered child alert was elevated to an Amber Alert. An Amber Alert is issued when there is reasonable belief by law enforcement that an abduction has occurred and the child is in imminent danger of serious bodily injury or death. Meanwhile, dozens of agencies continued searching for Sebastian and began employing unique tactics, such as blasting his favorite song, Eye of the Tiger, while searching in different areas to try to call out to him. Oh my God, that is just so sad, is it not? At a press conference later that day, authorities urged local residents to check their surveillance cameras and report any possible information that could help lead to Sebastian. February 29th, a pond was drained. Nothing was found. They had bits. Social media starts to bring in some tips. There's Sebastian. Let me check on you guys. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the parents and kind of what we're seeing on social media and what is kind of going on once we get to that stuff. I just wanted to give you the quick little breakdown of this timeline. Dogs had not been able to pick up his scent. They drained the pond east of his home and found nothing. On March the 2nd, and a reward was issued. But By March 3rd, it was raised to $3,500. March 4th, the search was scaled back and parents speak out. Now, the parents have spoken out quite a lot now. Okay, they've done a lot of interviews. And I had shared a video on my community tab the other day. If you haven't seen it, Joneson did a video about this, and it's on the community tab, and it is a fabulous video because I wouldn't have seen, some interviews that I wouldn't have been aware of kind of what was going on without that, as far as some of these interviews go. So after a week searching, authorities announced they were scaling back the ground search and transitioning to an investigation. He says one of the police officers, Mr. Craddock, let me see who he is, but basically, and I know you guys probably remember this if you've been following, they decided they're going to put less effort into the physical search and more effort into investigating what happened leading up to the search and that kind of stuff. They said this does not diminish our commitment to finding Sebastian. This simply is us transitioning from the ground search to the investigative side. He added there were no leads, no details to indicate Sebastian is not alive. On the same day, Sebastian's mother spoke to the media for the first time about her child's disappearance, and she said, "I just want my baby to be okay. I wouldn't wish this on anyone." Sebastian's stepfather, he's also spoken out quite a lot. He said the family has been on one constant roller coaster ride of helplessness and hopelessness. The couple has received backlash for not speaking out earlier, to which they say shouldn't be judged because no one knows what they're going through. You don't know, and I don't wish you to ever know, they said. Just be kind to people. It's just that simple. Then we go to March 7th, and this is when a landfill was searched. And there's an image of that. Just want to click over. I can't see your comments while we're reading through this, so just know that I will be right back. Came over to make sure everything's okay. Hey, Queen Bella. Hey, Woofy. Hey, Music City Mom. Psycho Cunt, good to see you. Okay. I saw that, Pointer Lover, and I'm going to, they have now packed up their camper and left per JLR, and I'm going to get to some of that with you guys. So officials called this search a precautionary measure to eliminate possible options and questions. While we had hoped for a different outcome, our commitment to finding Sebastian remains unwavering. This search provided no additional clues of what happened. They said, "We will continue to explore all available avenues and resources to bring closure to this case and provide answers to Sebastian's family and loved ones." Sunday, March 10th, stepfather reveals fear for Sebastian. In an interview with WTVF, Seth Rogers, that's his father, revealed his fears. Why did they say stepfather in that? I think that's typo. Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, revealed his fears for because the Proudfoots are the mom and stepdad. This is dad. He revealed his fears for his stepson, saying he was not one to wander off, and due to an experience as a young boy, he would never go far without shoes on. He decided he wanted to step into a mound of what he thought was dirt. I've done this before. It was fire ants, and since then, he doesn't like to get his feet in the dirt. He likes to have his shoes and socks on, he said of Sebastian's childhood experience. Those things hurt like hell. In order for him to do something that's out of the normal, something would have had to happen that he felt like he couldn't deal with it anymore, he added. During the interview, he also revealed that a search dog had traced Sebastian's scent to a construction site, but it turned out to be a false alarm. One dog tracked him to a construction area over there, and it just disappeared, and it's confusing. There are missing pieces to this puzzle, and I'm having difficulty solving this, he said. He also added, "It makes absolutely no sense. There's been no trace of him. I'm hoping he's still alive," the father said. "That is my main hope right now." Thursday, March 14th, video shows activity outside the family home. Home security video, which was also obtained by this local news station, showed two specks of light outside the family's home in the Hendersonville neighborhood around 3:10 a.m. in the middle of the night when the teen went missing. The sheriff's deputy told the news outlet Okay, that's who Eric Craddock is. He's Sumner County Sheriff's chief deputy. Told the news outlet that there are several clips that have come in that investigators are reviewing for more clues. One clip shows a pitch black neighborhood with two lights that appear to be people with flashlights moving toward each other before moving off screen. The Independent is the world's most free-thinking news brand, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's the end of the timeline from there. All right, now I want to go. I'm actually going to pull up. I have a ton of stuff because I started to do this live yesterday. I'll show you guys really quick, and then I'll check on you in the chat. So yesterday, I started to do this. I was going to do this live yesterday afternoon, and I had this video. JLR was there filming the search, okay, and that's when the dogs hit on something. And then I was going to, and we're going to go back through this, I think, but let's talk about what's happening right now, or at least just a little bit ago. And then we'll kind of talk about social media and is it helping or hurting? And how do you feel about them even being there, filming these searches, that kind of stuff. The United Cajun Navy joined the search. And remember, they helped in the Riley Strain case. Now, and I had some other articles and things I was going to pull up. But, well, actually, let me go ahead and show you this one real quick. And then we'll get to, because it's pretty crazy the way that stuff spun out so fast yesterday. I mean, you're watching and it's, oh my gosh, there's something here. You have Chronicles of Olivia with this guy in this little short video I'll show you. And he's like, it looks like basically saying it looked like a grave, like a freshly dug grave, and there was blood on a rock. And I mean, just making people think the worst. This is the thing, though. This happened with Riley Strain. People are following so closely and, hunting for the homeless guy with the shirt when he ended up having his shirt on. They're dragging all these social media people who care about this case and are following along every step through so many things that aren't even true or relevant. And all it's doing is getting people upset and making those people a ton of views and attention. That's it. So, part of me really likes to be able to see what's going on out there. The other part of me is like, whoa, things are spinning out of control. That doesn't even touch on the interviews and all the things that are spinning out of control from that. Hey, Deb, they say 2 flashlights went into the woods, but only 1 came out. Let me see, just checking on you guys. I know Psycho, and this, I'm torn with him being there because, like I said, I like to see what's going on. Hey, Bushid. Hey, you guys. Hey, Crimes and Consequences. And anybody coming in? Pepper, anyone I missed? Should go find James Ray. Yeah. Okay. So let me just show you this article really quick. Sebastian Rogers' mother reveals she heard noise on night autistic teen disappeared. The mother of missing teen Sebastian Rogers said she heard noise coming from her teen son's room on the night that he disappeared from his bedroom. Almost a month since Sebastian vanished from his family home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, the search continues for the teenager who is believed to have wandered off in the middle of the night barefoot with a flashlight and alone. It's just interesting, those lights, and him also said to have had the light. But the 15-year-old was last seen by his family on the night of the 25th. When mom went to wake him, he was gone. He has high-functioning autism, has been previously described by his mother as being very smart and not a mischievous child by any means. Leading up to his disappearance, his mother, because Olivia interviewed the parents, told Chronicles of Olivia in an interview, what did I just do? Sorry. In an interview that their family was having a normal day filled with laughter, eating a colossal amount of popcorn, and a trip around town. Her son took out the trash at the end of the driveway, as was his usual chore, and then around 9, he was told to go to bed. He was doing something in his room because about an hour later, I heard some noise, and I was like, I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep. Katie Proudfoot, Mr. Rogers' mother, recalled. At 6 o'clock, I went to wake him up for school Monday morning, and that's when he wasn't there. Mr. Proudfoot scanned the entire house. As she said, it's typical for him to get up and rummage for snacks or will dip behind the walls and playfully scare her. I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name. I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood, and I drove over by the school. And like at this point, I was like hysterical and I was crying. I was screaming. It was at that point that her husband phoned law enforcement, but 20 days later, we haven't found him. His mother and stepfather described him as not a child that wanders. He is very smart, functional, happy person, just a teenager who is coming into his hormones. A massive search is happening. Detectives adding they have no reason to believe Sebastian isn't alive. The couple was asked by Chronicles Olivia about the home security footage obtained by WTVF that appears to show two flashlights outside the family's home around 3:10 in the middle of the night. One clip shows a pitch black Stafford Court neighborhood with two lights that appear to be people with flashlights moving towards each other before moving off screen. However, Sebastian's stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, told Chronicles of Olivia that, quote, nothing that is being assumed right now is actually true about that video, unfortunately. And here's just a still shot of it. You can see subject 1, subject 2. Let me check on you guys. Hey, Trio Girl Mom. Everything that everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight. I hate to say this. It's not as much as we would love it to be one. It's not, Mr. Proudfoot claimed. The TBI said in a recent update that we do caution that some surveillance video being shared in the public may have been misinterpreted or misidentified or not showed in its entirety. But they did not specify any particular video. This is just social media stirring shit up. That's just the truth. The couple added that nothing has been eliminated from the investigation into their son's disappearance. Everything from he got out and walked away and was outside of the search radius before we started searching to the worst. But said his mom, but added she's not trying to go down that road of thought. We are going to find him, Miss Proudfoot said. We just know he's out there somewhere. Miss Proudfoot said she's been miserable ever since he vanished. She says, we just want you home, baby. We love you. While the weeks have gone by with no sign of Sebastian, TBI has not forgotten about him, and they said this. Much of the work currently being done to bring Sebastian home may not necessarily be public or visible, but agents, detectives, and intelligence analysts continue to work around the clock to review every bit of information available. Sebastian's family has remained cooperative since the search began and have done whatever law enforcement has asked of them. Now, I know people, and that's fine. I don't care how you feel. Ain't going to get mad at you whether you think, no matter what you think about this case. I'm not going to get mad over it. You are so free to have your opinions. Please share them if you want, because that's how we learn and kind of bounce things off of each other. To me, though, I have to say, it's a pretty big deal that TBI is directly putting out this statement. They are doing that for a reason. Much of the work, not to mention the other statement, which I'll touch back on, and then we'll get to these searches and showing some of the footage and stuff. But again, they said much of the work currently being done may not be public or visible. Agents, detectives, and intelligence analysts continue to work around the clock to review every bit of information available. Sebastian's family has remained cooperative since the search began and have done whatever law enforcement has asked of them. That is interesting. What do you guys think about that? And I'm going to come check and see. And here is the other update they said about the video. We do caution that some surveillance video being shared in the public may have been misinterpreted or misidentified or not shown in its entirety, but did not specify which particular video. Hey, positive vibes. Punkette says, I'm losing brain cells on this case. TikTokers grifting off this case is reaching a whole new level. So, I don't know about that, chicken lady. You should let me know about that, because I don't think I've seen that. So, Punkette, that's part of the reason I wanted to do this live, because I was yesterday following along with this search, and that news came out that they had hit on something, and then all these dramatic videos, and I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you what I watched that got me like, wow, I want to see what you think about this. And then it turned out to be nothing, and I just feel like all of these people who are following along like I was, I mean, it's a roller coaster of emotions for nothing. Because people, and the only thing that comes from it is those people are getting a lot of views, you know? The whole barefoot thing bothers me, and it was 30 degrees too. That bothers me too, pointer lover, you know? To be fair, law enforcement can say whatever they want to during investigation to make whoever they're investigating feel comfortable and not feel like they're being looked at. Well, that's true, but they've also come out and said, well, no. Okay, let me restate that. That's true. They might do that. However, with the way that social media is acting and treating the family and the case, I do find it really interesting that they made sure to add in that the parents are cooperating and they have done everything they ask, you know? So I don't know. It's just something to think about, but that is a good point and a fair point. I saw that apparently they left in their camper. Gabrielle says, people are really taking any little thing and spinning it. It's getting out of control down here. I know it. I just don't like that. Someone was crying on TikTok saying this case has been so hard on her, and people were, oh my God. Mr. Chris himself said on a YouTube live that CPS has been called on him in 2 states. One was for Sebastian in Tennessee. Well, thank you for that info. Hey, headphones, I've missed you. I didn't see that, but I'll be honest with you. There are a lot of interviews out there. I don't think that I'll ever see everything. Hey, Trulia. It has been hard on a lot of people, especially here in Hendersonville. We are a close community, and I can speak for myself and say that this case has really taken a toll on me. Well, so I have a family member that lives there and that knows some of the people involved, and she has been deeply affected by it too. Well, I'll just be honest, because I know that she doesn't mind, and it's very public anyways. But so my sister-in-law is the principal at the school, and she messaged me about this case in the beginning. She's also been out searching and all that stuff, and like I said, a couple of the mods here have been very deeply invested, and one of them has been going to the searches and the vigils and stuff. So I 100% agree. People have been deeply affected. Mimi said, I had to stop watching the new cases because it just makes me so angry that people are inserting themselves and then spouting all kinds of garbage. I mean, creators like you, it's the ones on the scene. I know. I have to stop myself too because I get on an emotional roller coaster. Hey, Roberta. Bushit, I don't know. I couldn't answer that factually. Oh, awesome, Music City Mom. Okay, we will do that. I want to do that. The name of the Seth is his dad. Christopher and Katie. Katie is his mom. Christopher is the stepdad. The fact that Mr. Chris is all over social media says he is a control freak. That's the thing. It's very hard to keep up with all the interviews and all the things being said because there is so much. Okay, so let's go look at this. I want to show you guys some. So this is why I say I'm torn. I really like to see what's going on at the scene. I want to show you there's this young man that he talks to. I mean, it's so sweet. He says flat out, I'm not stopping until he's found. I like to see them searching and stuff like that. And sometimes they don't want volunteers and regular people. So part of me thinks that just being down there filming what's going on is one thing. It's just when something happens and it gets twisted and you have all these dramatic videos. Oh, they found, and I mean, yesterday I was thinking the worst. I know many of you guys were thinking that. I getting attached to a case, but grifting off this poor boy just for views and money is as low as it gets. Punkette, I'm 100% with you. I'm sick of anybody getting all these people like that have their hearts in these cases and getting them on their channels and their TikToks and all that, and then asking for money or trying to make up rumors or lies, or Jen Soto has a lawyer, Jen Soto, prime suspect, and then all this stuff with this case. It's out of freaking control. And then you get all these people in there who care deeply, like they really get their hearts into these cases and they care so much. And then you give them a sap story about why you need money or whatever, dry bag. There's different ways people do it. It's gross all around. Absolutely gross. I cry every single day for him to be brought home. Oh, thank you, truly. I will second that. Okay, so let me show you guys this young man. I think I have it paused right on the part because I went through trying to get timestamps of what I wanted y'all to see from this.
So, can I ask you a few questions? You cool? All right. Yeah, I was talking to your mom. I was saying how your good work. I just want to introduce you to YouTube. So,
look at this, you guys.
My observation is you've been a rock for Seth. You've been by his side.
Been doing anything I can for him. On the ground, flyers, support.
Hello, Rob.
Any support, I'm here.
You're 21.
I'm 21.
Your mom said you're might be law enforcement in Florida.
Maybe. Hopefully.
21, folks. And Jaden, his name's Jaden, right? Jaden,
yep.
Where are you from?
I grew up in White House, just about 20 minutes north of here. That's where I'm from.
And how long you plan to do these searches for? Because you're like the coordinator. You're kind of like the
until Sebastian's found.
Until he's found. I'm not quitting.
I don't expect anybody else to quit.
What an amazing young man.
I'm good on water. Appreciate
Look here.
Yeah. Thank you. What's the next plan? Where are we going next?
This young man, he's not out there streaming it, twisting every little thing that's happened. Maria says, I could not stop crying yesterday seeing JLR live. I felt the canine sense found something. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm not mad, Renee. No, you can say whatever you want. I want to know what you guys think. Because like I said, part of me wants to see what's going on. I just don't like some of the things that happens. I don't know. I'm pretty torn on it. And you guys can have any opinion you want. Oh, thank you, headphones. I'm so happy to see you. Respectful. I mean, how sweet. He's like, oh, I'm not leaving till he's found. And I don't expect anybody else to. 21 years old.
Looks like it's gentleman going that way. Been a lot of individuals over here. Really wherever we need to. Anywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you.
Queen Bella said, I saw that man's. Okay, so I have a couple other timestamps, but you saw his mom, which JLR said he talked to her. I have another timestamp. I wonder if that's it, because there's a woman who shows some flyers. I wanted to show you guys that. So let me see. I have.
All right, there's people going into the woods up there.
120. Then I marked 150 for some reason.
We'll see what happens next.
I think just to show you guys kind of what's going on down there. There's Jaden again, but I think this is where the woman comes and talks to him. I'm not sure. Let me see. So they're out there searching. And let me see. I had wrote it down where they kind of said.
People out here with sticks, backpacks.
Rockland Recreation Center.
My opinion, I personally don't think the Cajun Navy's here today. For whatever reason, something internally, I don't know.
Other one.
Why? I have not seen the Cajun Navy here today. And I don't believe today there'll be boats, but I'm not saying that they won't. Cajun Navy were out full force on Riley. They were out here yesterday doing the great work. People go into the more people are coming. See what I mean? This is kind of like the spot.
So this is where everybody's kind of parking to go search, I guess.
And I'm just at a distance because, I don't want to get up close and listen to everyone's conversation. We're just showing you a view.
How do you guys feel about this? Do you like watching along with the searching? I do, but
on from afar of the amount of people out here, the amount of volunteers.
But part of me doesn't.
Coming. You see kids, hugs, a lot of hugs.
Music City Mom, I think this is what I wrote down. Rockland Recreation Center. And then they're at some railroad tracks right by there. So at one point, I think they say they're going to the I don't know. I'm time tempted to. It might make more sense to me when we get to the particular timestamp.
30 minutes to an hour beforehand. That'd be fucking good for it.
Speak out again. Will the Prophets speak to the media? Have the
Of course they will. They've been talking all over it. Let me see the next timestamp because this must be. I got 2 hours, 9 minutes, 2 hours, 23 minutes. So let me make sure that. Okay.
At this time.
Yeah, this is why I had it right here. Here's another man that he's talked to. Come on now.
Down here on
Oh, we
Gallatin,
love you back, Mia.
Sarah Chevrolet, and there's that CarMax.
This is where I think they mentioned the recreation center where they're going.
It's Marshall.
I don't know what Nashville's going to do with that.
Got beat or something.
Oh my God.
Was folks shopping cart.
Okay, here we go. Let's listen to this. You're right, Maria. I can see that. I mean,
live down here at Bristol Park Place.
How are you?
Greg?
Hi, Greg.
There's a Best Buy there.
Payne says, I dislike it when people trash JLR. I've been following for months and I've never heard him ask for money. I don't think he asked for money. He only asked to share his information. It was said Seth asked him to document. No, I'm not talking about JLR. They're like, I have enjoyed, I got to be honest. I'm glad that part of me is glad to see somebody documenting everything that's happening. It's when something happens, a lot of these creators will, like yesterday, take it and make these very dramatic videos that, it ended up not being related or whatever. They don't believe that has anything to do with this. So with Sebastian. So not necessarily talking about JLR when I was talking about these dramatic videos and the money and stuff. There's a lot of people that do it though. I mean, we all probably know a few. Let's be honest. Olivia's video, yeah. That's one that I grabbed of what happened yesterday. I want to show you guys. Hey, Mo, another example of people playing telephone and spreading things that aren't true. Yep. It's a huge problem. And look here. Gabrielle is a local. When people, we're all noticing what's happening. How does JLR get everywhere so fast? I'm not sure. Sometimes the attention is more valuable than money to certain creators. That's true. Okay. I want y'all to listen.
That
Nice
takes
to
in
meet
a
you.
lot of road debris,
Yeah.
and it's like a wash basin. A lot of shopping carts and homeless folks shopping carts. So I don't know if that's worth it. It's across from Sarah Chevrolet on
Yeah.
Gallatin Pike. It's called River Chase Drive. That's where I live, up at Bristol Park. But I just thinking if you guys are
Interesting,
looking,
real Pocahontas.
because
By the way,
those woods back there,
yes, Emily, I
meet
think
my
it was-
apartment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I saw you along the train trestle.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna catch up with you and meet you. I just want to meet
I
you.
appreciate it.
I didn't really subscribe. Yeah, but I attend over there at Long Hollow Baptist Church there. You know
Okay.
where you guys
Yeah.
was just down the road from all that search and rescue stuff. But I was thinking, I said, I just get suspicious of them homeless people. I mean, you was suspicious when that strain
He
guy
goes into
got
like
beat.
a little bit more graphic stuff. I don't want you guys to have to listen to. So let me go to my next timestamp. It's 2 hours, 9 minutes, which I usually put like a minute earlier than what we need. This is when they're about to change the locations, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so again, I want to emphasize, folks,
Maria, I
that
heard it was not
Seth
6
Rogers is
dogs,
here.
and I can show you that. I have
That is Sebastian's father.
That's what I thought, Gabrielle.
He's
Thank
been
you.
searching, looking around.
There you, Chopper. I get that. Oh, Natasha says, I will forever think of Gannon when I hear the word cape. Poor baby. But not all 6 dogs hit there, right, Gabrielle? I have some tweets on it, but I'll show you.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, I don't know what. There was a reason I stamped this. And then there's one more, and then I want to show you what happened yesterday. What kind of got me like
They're all
wanting
gonna
to talk about this.
regroup here very, very shortly, and then they're going to search. They're going to go search. They have one particular location that they're interested in. They're contacting the owner's property at this time to try and
Which they did get permission.
You know, they go ahead. I don't see why there would be a problem. And I think Seth and all of them are going to go out searching. This is the father of Sebastian. He is here. He's hurt, but he's here. And
He's out there searching. Let me ask you guys: if Sebastian was your son, would you be there searching? I damn sure would be. You wouldn't be able to keep me out of search. I don't think I could sleep.
Sebastian's name out there.
I would have to nonstop be searching.
More people have arrived. It's growing. If you are in the Hendersonville area and you want to support Seth Rogers' quest of finding his son, you want to help the volunteers that are.
Thank you for rejoining, Shauna. Thank you so much. Being a member for 8 months.
Come on out.
Oh, neat.
People
Thank
from all walks
you.
of life out here, community, families, people that can relate, people have their own children. So we're gonna monitor the situation.
Striker says yes. Fletch, I would be searching. The Proudfoots aren't even making an effort to look innocent. They need to learn from the Ramseys. Stacy, I wouldn't stop or STFU screaming. Shut the F up screaming. Queen Bella says, I 100% would be searching. My kids, grandkids, absolutely. Hey, Tiff. Music City Mom. He's not my son, and I've been out there. Okay, so I wasn't gonna say music. I just in case I didn't want to
get a hold.
Put that out there like that if you didn't want me to or whatever. But so yeah, Music City Mom has been out there searching a lot. There are so many people that are just, which it's wonderful to see so many people care and come together for this little boy. But
She's verified that they don't.
Oh, they don't. Do you have you get an app called Landglide?
Okay.
You put it on your phone, give them an email, and then you can put this address in. It'll tell you who owns it according
I think that
property
was
records.
to show you where they. Yeah, it was the woman with the flyers.
If your name's on that name, you're telling me you can go in there. I'll go in there. Even if it's misrepresented. She don't own it, but if her name's on it.
So they got permission to go in. So they're going to do a search here. They got permission to go in.
We're
So,
just gonna go in.
Following you. What's that for? What's that for?
She said good luck.
This is my weeding stick, and I look for fossils and shit with the stick too. It's got a nice little blade on it. See, you can weed your yard.
Gotcha.
You can hit people. You cannot fall down.
She shows her flyer.
Let me see what your flyers a minute just to share with everybody.
Now I wanted you guys to see that.
So there we go. We got flyers.
Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers. Oh my God, it's just sad. So sad it's been a month. Okay, so let's get into a little bit of what kind of happened yesterday. Gabrielle says they even showed up boyfriend's mom's work and a friend of mine's work because they both left right after 5 a.m. that morning. Law enforcement knows a whole lot more than what they're putting out, I promise. Absolutely, they do. Chicken Lady, we have a long weekend coming up. I'm praying they will be fine by then, but we are planning on heading there from North Carolina. Oh my gosh, Chicken Lady. That is so awesome. Hey, Katie. So, yes, on February the 25th, let me look at my note, make sure. Yes, February the 25th, he went to his room to go to bed. Mom went to wake him up, supposedly. He was gone, had a flashlight, no shoes on. He's been gone almost a month. He's 15 years old. He is on the spectrum. You know, he's highly intelligent, though. But hasn't been seen since. There is a ton of stuff out there now. A lot of it is not true. It's truly unfortunate. There's a lot of people, you know, twisting stuff, and it's just gotten really chaotic. Extremely chaotic. It's pretty hard to follow along. And then I grabbed these from Twitter, and then we'll go look at whatever I had yesterday. Let me see what this here is. So we have of course, it's going to take forever to load for me. Oh, Music City Mom, much respect. I know. She's freaking awesome. She really is. Thank you, by the way, Boo Sheet. So Rose on Twitter put this out. Day number 28 of the search for Sebastian. Hate that I'm still counting. He should be found now. I truly hope something was discovered yesterday and they're much closer to the truth. So we're going to get into what she's talking about in a second. Cajun Navy says, search update. The United Cajun Navy is working with local officials. Please stand by and let the process work. We hear everyone asking for more information. More information to come when it becomes available. Someone retweeted it and said JLR is live streaming and that they didn't see the Cajun Navy there. Crime and Justice shared the same post, says, I don't know what this means. You know, I hope that it means something's going to break soon. I'm not going to even go into that. It's just. So this is what people are doing to Mom, though. I will show you on some of her very old posts. Look, here she is in a group. In 2022, she says, such lovely people and dogs, so kind and caring, so knowledgeable and friendly. I appreciate meeting you and we love our new girl. Thank you. Someone comments, hi, Katie, where's Sebastian? Why aren't you searching? Why didn't you attend any vigils? Are you concerned you'll be arrested soon? Oh, that's JLR. I didn't even realize that was his own comment. So people are, you know, they're giving the parents quite a hard way to go, you know, and like I said, I don't mind what your opinion is. Just be respectful of other people who disagree. Now, people are very upset that they were out eating barbecue. That's been a whole, you know, a huge thing. I got to say, though, you guys, look, I got to be honest with you. I definitely see certain things that could potentially be red flags. I just want to be responsible and not try to call those things out, especially until we know more. These are all parents of a missing kid, and I think they got to be treated with a level of respect unless there is a definite reason to think they are involved, right? These people have to eat. They got to eat. And I don't know, sometimes you just go out and get food because you don't feel like cooking and it's easier. So I don't really see too much with that. I don't know. Michelle Proudfoot, would be nice if you people leave my brother alone and let us find Sebastian. Michelle, I'm literally telling people right now that he has to eat. And I'm not going to I'm not going to do that. But thank you for coming by. Yeah, people have to eat. That's what I'm saying. I just think, everybody is, I don't know. David says, I think there's true crime like Alex and Friends do, and there's fictional crime. People is doing fictional crime pretending it's true crime for money. Yeah, Michelle, I'm not doing anything about your brother or messing with your brother. I'm literally saying he has to eat. And everybody in the chat is free to have their opinions. Hey, the Boo still rising. Hey, President 12. There is something wrong, however, with going camping when your child is missing. But do we know that's even true? I don't know. Oh, are you leaving, Chase? Bye, Chase. Biodad has been out since day one searching. I would be. I know that for sure. If they were at the grocery store, people would bitch about too. That is true. I know, but I don't know that. Does that mean they're going camping? I don't know. We just don't know for sure 100%. So. Okay, so let's keep going. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and grab what I was going to show you from yesterday, just so that you guys know what I was talking about and what's being talked about in some of these posts that we looked up. Also, I had, this, here you go, Music City Mom. I saved this. This is American Marine and Machinery, County Center Point Road, South Hendersonville, staging area for searches. Are they going to be searching there? I don't know, but this is a place that I saved from something I saw on Twitter. Okay, let me get the link to yesterday's thing. Okay, hold on just a second. I'm going to pause right here. I got it back to the spot, and then I want to check on you guys, and then we will watch, and I'll show you what happened. They were there this morning again. Very close. Okay. Thank you guys for being so awesome. I would be searching too. I've had to search for loved ones. I definitely did not do like that. But everybody's different. We have to keep that in mind. Like I said, whatever your opinions are either way is good. I like to hear them. I can learn from all of them. But I hope someone is keeping track of where they go. Yeah, okay. Okay, Chicken Lady, I'll still be thinking about that duck. Chicken Lady, maybe one of you guys can click on her account and get her channel. She actually has a chicken that named Hen Lou, and she has some ducks coming, and she lets creators name them and stuff, and I've got to think of a good name for one of the little ducks. So, and I'm not going to tell anybody to not feel a certain way in my comment section. I want everybody to feel free to feel however they want. So, hey, Britt, no, not right this second that we know. So we just went through some of the things that happened this morning and some articles and things that came out, but nothing current from right this second. And I don't see anybody live searching, but we are going to go back and touch base on what happened yesterday now. Prying Paula says, I don't believe I'd be physically or emotionally able to search for my son or go out and eat. That's really interesting. I hadn't thought about that. It could be so debilitating that you can't. I could see that. Shoot, sometimes when my kids get sick, it makes me so anxious. It will physically debilitate. I won't be able to do anything. I'll be just waiting, holding a bag to throw up. Okay. Just checking on you guys and we'll keep going. They did say they couldn't leave in case Sebastian showed up per law enforcement. And the reason they didn't go to the vigil was for their safety. Yet you can go out and eat. Hey, Crafty Chris. And I don't really care who likes my opinion. Well, I don't. Yeah. Hey, Justin Self. All right, let's just keep going. And I'm going to show you what happened yesterday. I guarantee you guys, police are on it. I don't know. Like, this is my thing. This is my question that I ask you. Is social media helping or hurting? We've seen this morning statements from TBI that have said everyone's cooperating and, you know, that kind of stuff. And updates on the search, what's kind of going on a little bit. We've gotten to watch these searches in real time on live stream videos from multiple places, right? But that has also caused a lot of misinformation. We've also seen dozens of it, or, you know, over a dozen interviews combined with all of them. I believe like Joneson had a count on them. I think she said 14 or, you know, there's a lot of information out there. Name the chicken alley. I thought about calling it Allie Berry. It is a very debilitating emotion. I did boots on the ground looking for my daughter's best friend, who I loved and always will love as my own, Madison Lambert, in case anyone wants to find out. I'm going to write that down. And then we're going to go look for a moment at yesterday when the dogs hit on something, and I'm going to show you what came next. This put me on an emotional roller coaster. If you were there, were you on an emotional roller coaster? And then what came of it? That's what we're going to do now. So, Natasha, you like that one? B crumb. So this is like when, you know, this happens. Time stamped at 1:40.
We have a bone over here.
A bone.
We have a
They're
bone.
talking about a bone. Now look, that was not related, but things like this can send people on social media watching. I mean, it's a lot. They told everyone to get back. I don't think I skipped past that, but just in case, so you know, people are like, okay, they want us to get back. Hold on. There's one of the dogs. We did, Nancy. We went through a lot of his, like some timestamps on his live. So again, you guys coming in now, we have went over some things from today. We're just talking about social media coverage of this and what happened yesterday. Let me read this comment to you guys. I think this is really interesting. Shauna says, I will think the parents are innocent until I get proof from law enforcement. There was a little girl like my niece that got kidnapped and everyone treated her mom like crap. And I'm guessing it wasn't her mom. I have seen that happen. That is why now I take the stance I do. I let you guys have your opinions. I'm going to just wait and see what happens, because there are times that I have been dead wrong. There are times I just knew it in my gut. This person was acting just so suspicious. Well, some people just aren't good. Like, it's weird to be on camera and talk to a lot of people. Let me tell you, because I do it every day and have for a couple years now. And it is weird. It is something that you're not used to. You're not going to be natural at first. I am now because I've been doing it forever. But at first, there's no way, because you're just anxious and nervous. And if it's not something that you've done before, it's really hard to tell from an interview like that. I've been wrong more than once, and I'll just leave it at that. Deborah says, it helps, Sally. The small percentage of misinfo is not worth noting. We can't take responsibility for others' poor decisions. Families have a choice. RE social media. We are adults and can discern. You are amazing. Oh, thank you, Deborah. You guys are amazing. Prying Paula says, there are many cases where parents were treated badly and ended up having nothing to do with it. That is true. Hey, Jennifer. We all know that media can spin things, and we're watching interviews of people on the worst day of their lives. That is so true. Bonnie says, I'm so disgusted. I'm a silent watcher. I don't chime in, but this has red flags written all over it. Reminds me of Letitia. I want to read all your comments that are interesting. Tiff says, too bad Christopher, or all the comments are interesting, you know what I mean? But I want to note all opinions on all sides for a second. Chris did this to himself. He's a bully and a narcissist, and he will remain that until I'm proven otherwise. Chopper says, Mom and stepdad, dad, grandparents are all suspects, and I follow the evidence where it may lead. Tiffany, we don't care about being right. We care about figuring out and learning the truth. Why don't you go back up and look at my comment? Okay, Puff Muffin, let me look and see if I can find it for you, okay? And then we're going to continue. Well, let me actually keep playing it while I look for it. Puff Muffin says that land is owned by the Army Corps of Engineers. Hendersonville police got kicked off the property yesterday. I was told this by Officer Muchler, badge number 523. Yeah, I don't think we should. TBI has probably been contacted many times. That's exactly what I said. Sebastian and Gannon had similarities. Nintendo Switch, YouTube, intimidating step-parent. That's from the Booth Hill Rising. Natasha. Bushi says, take Maddie's mom, for instance. Her behavior was totally different when interviewed by the Spanish-speaking news reporter, in my opinion. It was. Oh, thank you, Tiff. I love you. Landon was dragged through mud. You are so right. Oh, thank you, Sprinkle Donut. No, but you guys are the best. Oh, I missed this. Thank you, Humble Beginnings. Maybe Biofather should be looked at. It seems there was a rift between parents, and he may not have him and set this up to cause trouble for stepdad, says Humble Beginnings. Thank you, Humble Beginnings. Margaret's right. In a lot of cases, it is the parents. That's the truth. Oh, thank you, David. You guys are the best. Deb says, I'm confused. Where are the police? Riley had so much media. Well, the police are searching some too. But remember, they cut back some of their search efforts to focus on investigative efforts. Let me see here. Gabrielle has all the about Dad in Humble Beginnings comment. He was literally at work all throughout the night and morning.
You know, they know the behavior of the dog. I don't know what's going on.
Dad was at work third shift as a deputy. He obviously didn't take him. Yes, he was, Kimmy. And we're actually watching part of it.
Okay, they're kicking us
Here we
out.
go. This is where it happened.
All right, everyone, follow out. They're kicking us out, so we might have something here, folks. This is a professional dog handler here that knows a lot about dogs and has told us to leave, so we're backing out. We're going back to the parking lot, folks. Something's going on here, possibly.
Thank you so much, Music City Mom, for being a member for 10 months. And she says, I wonder if they should be so public about searches. Then they can move him to a spot they've searched already. Damn, that's really smart. And I don't know. That's like what I'm saying. The whole reason I wanted to do this live. I am so torn because I absolutely really do love being able to see what's going on firsthand by somebody who's just standing there filming and not, I don't want anything twisted. I don't want any salacious, bullshit. I want to know what's going on though, truthfully. But is it helpful when it's broadcast and every little thing gets spun into something else? John says maybe police already had the same tip and already dug in that area. I've seen a couple of people ask that or say that. Okay. I don't know. I don't even want to give an opinion on
Rockland
something if I'm just guessing. So
recreation
when it
center.
comes to like the
JLR
RV
investigates.
sorry. I know that police had it blocked off. They were well aware, and I'll show you the tweets and stuff I found about it.
There's something going on. Also, another searcher claims that they saw some tape with blood on it back here. So I don't know what's going on, folks.
Okay, now let me get you to this video. This came right at the exact same time I was watching JLR live yesterday when that happened. Then this video comes out. Oh, hold on. Okay, now this.
And Walt is my middle name. He was out with me along with a bunch of volunteers out here looking for Sebastian Rogers, and we were asked to leave abruptly after about 10 minutes. What can you tell us and the people here on YouTube about kind of what happened? And you saw something, right?
Yeah, so basically we were all searching, so we're all scattered out in a line, and there is a giant mound of dirt.
We're all searching. We're scattered out in a line. Now, there is footage you can see on JLR's. As a matter of fact, let me drop his link just so you guys can watch this for yourself if you'd like. He shows it. I like to see them actually searching and see how they do it, how thorough they do. And they will get in these lines and use sticks to feel the ground. And, there's a lot to it. So here's JLR's link, and then I'll drop the link to this video we're looking at.
It has no leaves, and the dirt is piled up. I've shown a picture of this as well, and it looks, my personal opinion, looks like freshly dug and mounted. On top of that, 6 different cadaver dogs hit on that exact spot and laid down.
So he says there's a freshly dug area, 6 different dogs. I later saw that it was not 6 dogs. I'm not sure. This is the problem with some of this. Shit is getting spun out. What's the truth? It appears that that's not the truth.
Not there. So at this point, yeah, I think it's safe to assume that this could be something.
Thank you, Deb.
Of course, but at the same time, 6 separate cadaver dogs hit on the exact same spot, which is very suspicious.
So we're going to go head back to that location. We're not sure if it's still blocked off. We're going to go see if it still is.
It's very interesting what's going on. They said that they were going to secure the area, and they haven't began digging yet. But, I mean, it's been quite a while. I thought this would have been, really big at this point with 6
To
cadaver
me,
dogs.
I think that police know
Uh,
what they're doing. That's where I'm at with it. They know what they're doing. If it was federally owned land, it would not take but a second to get. I just don't buy that. That's just where I'm at. It doesn't make sense. If they truly believed that he could be buried or something like that, they are going to look. They're going to do everything they can.
Maybe they just think it's nothing. We don't really know what's going on. So let's go check out that road and see if
There
they
was only
unblocked
one
it.
dog. That's what I
right up there
said
at
on the
the
one
hill
video.
is it's blocked off right now by law enforcement. There's reports that there was actually a rock with blood discovered near this pile of dirt, as well as tape that potentially has blood
So
on it.
now there's a rock and tape and blood and 6 dogs and oh my God, and several videos. Several videos. Instead of just putting this out once, you got to put it out in like 10 different ways to get all the views and attention you can. That is what you will see. TikTok everywhere. It is absolutely ridiculous. It's getting pretty insane. Nancy says, if you look, there was only 2 dogs. I saw only 1. Hey, Aries, I don't know. But that right there is the video to Olivia's video. And then I dropped JLR's. Tornado caused a lot of damage. It was closed for a while. Now, Angela, I know the thing about Sebastian not being around Chris's daughter. I've seen them talking about that in an interview a little bit, but he didn't go into detail. I think that things like that I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it. Not that I don't have an opinion. I think it's just not a helpful one because it takes a lot of speculation anywhere you go with that. Okay, so hey, Amanda Love. Now I want to show you guys some of the things from Twitter about this. I think maybe it is JLR's Twitter I've got here, but let me show. Yes. Just went back by the search area and Henderson police still have it blocked off. They're in there doing something. However, sounds like they don't believe it's related to Sebastian. And then we have this. And this was shared from local news, which was on Facebook, which was reshared on Twitter by 13th Juror Podcast. Listen to this. Update. Sumner County Sheriff's Office not responding to scene either. I will continue to seek answers on what, if anything, was found. Suffice to say, if it was significant, official authorities would respond. I'll let you know if that changes. The search for Sebastian. My messenger is blowing up from people asking me what is happening at Rockland Recreation Area in Sumner County. There were volunteer search crews out there today looking for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers, who disappeared from his Hendersonville home nearly a month ago. According to reports on social media, searchers with dogs hit on a site in an area around the park. This is what I know. It appears something of interest may have been found, but I've checked with TBI, EMA, and have reached out to Sumner County Sheriff, and I'm told there is, at this time, nothing new to report. There is no indication right now that what was found, if anything, is connected to Sebastian's case. EMA and TBI have indicated they are not headed to the location. I'm awaiting word from the sheriff. A dog can hit on any number of scents, human, animal, etc. I think it is great that volunteers and organizations are helping with the search for Sebastian. But everyone needs to be very careful not to jump to conclusions. I will continue to reach out for any official confirmation of what, if anything, was found. But for now, no one needs to speculate. I do know that authorities continue to work Sebastian's case. Unfortunately, there have been no new confirmed leads to report that in that vacuum, rumors run rampant on social media. And I mean, that is just so true and so important to hear. Real true crime is so interesting and informative and captivating. It doesn't need sensationalizing. Exactly. Well, also, I'm sorry, but there are so many things out there that you can do. Like, to make money or whatever. And, you know, think about like the drama channels and like fighting. Like there are just so many things. Why do it with true crime cases? These people are already going through the worst thing they could ever experience in their life, you know, and maybe some are involved, maybe aren't. We don't know. But at the end of the day, this little boy is missing. And I just don't think that, I don't understand how you can use something like this to get ahead in life at all. I don't care what you're doing. It doesn't make sense. It's really unfortunate the way some of it happens, but you know, it keeps happening. I don't know the answer. It's social media. It's not going to stop. Boothel says, getting Gannon and Quentin vibes. These are children. It's so sad. Absolutely sad. Kids don't ask to be born. Denise says, Sebastian, my prayers go out to you. If the parents did have something to do with it, I don't think they would try to hide him so close to their home. I went there yesterday. Amanda says, it's my town. Poor Sebastian. I know so many of you guys who are there and who live there. Tess says they may need to get a Fed permit to look, as there's rules and restrictions with Army Corps of Engineers. I agree. I know that, but I don't think it would take that long. It would, you know, I don't know. I think in these kind of instances, they try to move pretty quickly. Well, let's just think about this. Thank you, Justice Jane. Let's just think about this. Look at how fast Stephen Stearns was charged with that stuff on his phone. They're going to work fast on these cases. And when it comes to kids, I'm just saying they're going to. So let's go over to Twitter together and we'll do a search of the latest to see what's out there. And then I'll let you guys go. But I'm so glad that we got to hang out, talk about Sebastian. I wanted to discuss this for a while and also talk about social media and what it's doing to these cases. This is something that I'm becoming very passionate about because it's just, it's out of control. It is absolutely out of control. Okay, I'm going back here for just a minute. And then I'm going to do the search on here and then take you back to Twitter. Okay. So let's look at the latest. And thank you guys for being here. I just pray it doesn't turn into another Summer Wells situation. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Just, I hope she's found one day. It's so, I don't know. People always look at the parents and family members first because 99% of the missing children cases solved prove that a family member is responsible. Still, they should wait for the proof of that. You're right, eyes wide open, you know. Tracy, I don't know. She couldn't have, you know, so I don't know. There's a case that isn't moving at all. You can't even, with Summer's case, you literally can't even accurately talk about it because there's so much bullshit and that's what happens. All right, let's see. Sebastian Rogers, a cop explains his disappearance. Let's see. Talking about parents' interviews. I'm not going to go too far into that. What the hell's going on with police? This is what social media is doing. I can't even find any legit updates. Just remember, when you guys look for updates and you're reading from other creators, if it does not come, this is just a tip for true crime that I've learned. If it does not come from official sources, don't put weight in it unless there are official sources. If a creator's telling you about it, they should be able to name where they get it from, show you how they got it, where you can find the information yourself. Someone else live here on this searching. Is this the new way for social media, like to grow your channel? You see a child who's missing, it's getting a lot of attention. And because, like I said, part of me appreciates it. The way that JLR was just kind of filming what was happening and talking to people and stuff, I appreciate that. I don't mind that. It's the twisting and the turning and the grifting and more rumors about the parents. Like I said, we're not able to find actual information. This person, okay, let's see. Lauren says, and I'll wrap it up here and we'll talk about this after and see what happens. But Lauren says, with all of the conflicting information regarding the 324 an ongoing Hendersonville canine search with United Cajun Navy for Sebastian Rogers, I did call the Sumner County Sheriff's Office to see if they were planning to be part of this search. The officer I spoke with said he wasn't sure and they were deciding and vetting. Let's go just before we leave to United Cajun Navy and see if they've put anything out over here. No. Look at their replies. No. Okay. So that's where we're at, you guys. Hey, Woofy. I'm going to read a few comments and then I'm going to let you guys go. I've never been on TikTok, thankfully. Kathy, that's where I started. And I'll tell you this. I started over there just because I was too nervous to do long content. And at that time, there were only 1-minute videos. Many of my videos are like in 3 parts because I would just give a breakdown of a case. Like Gannon's was one of the first ones I talked about. Suzanne Morphew was the very first. Skylar Neese, Heidi Broussard. But there are people on TikTok who do give accurate information. It's just hard to find. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of drama. I mean, that's all social media, though. Chaz says, with all the missing kids the past few years, you would think that when parents are interviewed, they would know by now how not to act during an interview because we all know people pick it apart. Can you imagine? Imagine if something happened in your life and you had nothing to do with it, but people were picking apart every action, everything you said, every way your eyes moved, every way. That would be crazy. Going through your social media posts. I mean, I don't know. That would be really crazy. And it would be hard because people will twist things that aren't, a certain way to make it look another way. But anyways, I'm just so thankful all of you guys were here. Oh, hippie chick, I didn't see this. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Love this community. Best way to spend a Sunday afternoon is with you all. I completely agree. Completely agree. And I just appreciate you guys so much. Thank you to the mods. Yeah, they're definitely twisting things. There were other dogs. They were in the vehicles. Well, I mean, I thought I had them and I was going to show them. I'll try to find them and post them on the community page. There were a few tweets, updates that said it wasn't 6. I'm not sure. Until we hear it from official sources, right? I just think that we don't know for sure about anything. Can't wait for Daybell Trial either. Oh, Pepper. Been there, done that. Had to dive in on people who I've always loved as family. Can't imagine. Oh, Boo Sheets. You're so sweet. I love you back, Adrian. You guys are the best. I have the best mods, the best chat. Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with me. I will let you guys go. I hope you have a lovely evening. Have a nice dinner. Kick back and relax. Remember, don't let people manipulate you on here. Be careful with your money and always wait for official sources to reveal what is going on, whether it's through documents or whatever, press conference, whatever, but it needs to be from an official source. Thank you guys for everything. I hope you have a great night and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Love you.